This hour we start in the Middle East, where Israel's military says it has begun the first steps of a major operation to seize Gaza City, the heart of Hamas's remaining strongholds. Troops are already holding the outskirts of the city, according to IDF spokesperson Brigadier General F.A. Defrin, who described Hamas as a battered guerrilla force. At the same time, Israel has called up tens of thousands of reservists with full deployment expected in September. F.E. Defrin, Israeli army spokesman, stated the following.
בהתאם להנחיית הדרג המדיני ולאחר אישור התוכניות על ידי הרמטכ"ל, צה"ל החל בשלב הבא במערכה, שלב ב' במבצע מרכבות גדעון. אנחנו נעמיק את הפגיעה בחמאס בעיר עזה, מעוז טרור שלטוני וצבאי של ארגון הטרור. נעמיק את הפגיעה בתשתיות הטרור מעל ומתחת לקרקע וננתק את תלות האוכלוסייה בחמאס. אנחנו לא מחכים. התחלנו את הפעולות המקדימות והשלבים הראשוניים במתקפה על העיר עזה. וכבר עכשיו, כוחות צה"ל אוחזים בפאתי העיר עזה.
The push towards Gaza City is drawing strong international criticism amid warnings of mass displacement and civilian casualties. The war, now coming up to its second year, has killed more than 62,000 Palestinians, according to Gaza health officials, alongside the 1,200 Israelis killed in Hamas's October 2023 attack that ignited the conflict. We're now joined by our guest, Rabinder Sachdev, who's an international affairs expert, and he joins us live from New Delhi. Rabinder, thank you very much for joining us on the program. Rabinder, this day commences the attack that has been widely criticized, not just from around the world and from Israeli allies, but also from within Israel itself for endangering hostages and also causing and worsening a dire humanitarian crisis inside Gaza. What is Israel's stated goal here? Destroying Hamas in Gaza City or re-establishing full control? We have obviously heard Netanyahu's statements that there remains 2 Hamas strongholds within Gaza City. However, Israel's ministers are stating different. They want to take the entirety of Gaza. What are your thoughts on Israel's new offensive that has commenced today?
My thought is Netanyahu is leading Israel itself to disaster. That's my personal view. Now, looking at overall what's happening, you asked what's the stated view of Israel. The stated view of Israel, I think the very day Hamas struck on that October 7th or whichever day, was to completely eliminate the military, the political Hamas from Gaza. That is the stated goal on the first hand, right? Israel has completely failed in that objective. It's been almost 2 years of the war. Okay, fine, it may have taken out some of the, the leaders of Hamas and all, but we have seen gun-toting, wearing fatigues, hammers and balaclavas, etc. out there. So the military Hamas is still there. The political Hamas is still there. And on top of it, I would think that all 2 million of Palestinians have become extremely, there's no human word to describe the emotions which they can feel against Israel. So Israel has succeeded in creating a disaster for itself in the short, medium, long term. That's my view. And Israel is now, so that's a stated goal, get rid of Hamas totally. But that was initial. But now it seems Israel's goal is not only get rid of Hamas totally, political and military, but get rid of the Palestinian people in Gaza also, and also the West Bank. Right. So that seems to be very clearly the goal being articulated by Benjamin Netanyahu, which I think he will never, ever succeed. I may be very, very wrong. This is something impossible. And I don't know either Israel has a wish to self-destruct, because this is taking a huge cost on Israel also, in addition, of course, to the, what we are seeing in Gaza. Israeli society itself is getting riven apart. Israel is falling short on its military manpower. That's another small thing. Its economy, etc. And the world is clearly, what Netanyahu is doing, he's saying that what I am doing, and if you say anything which criticizes my policies, you're an anti-Semite. He is positioning it that way, which is a very, very wrong thing. Israel can be criticized, should be criticized for its actions. But that does not mean that you say that I'm criticizing the Jewish people. So Netanyahu is playing that game, but France is seeing through. People have had, I think, enough is enough with Netanyahu's policies. That's my private, personal, of course, public view.
Yes, Rupinder, do stay with us. We have more on that criticism that is mounting on Jerusalem. The United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres